which goes like this. I don't know if you saw the clip that everyone's loving where Tyler1 flames Corejj inting in solo queue. Did you happen to see this?
No,
clip?
I haven't seen it. No.
Here's the thing. It's just a thing where, like, there's a bunch of clips where, but it's weird. Tyler1 isn't wrong. If you actually watch some of these clips, it does look like Corejj is just legitimately just playing bad. And like, essentially, it's soft inting Monte. Like, he does stuff like when you have no reason to even stick around and your team's grouping on the dragon, he'll just like sort of stay within range of letting the other blitzcrank just hook him in and then get killed for no reason. You know, stupid shit like that like someone like him definitely is a mega veteran, a very cerebral player, would only sort of do if they sort of didn't give a fuck about the game and they were sort of like, I wouldn't say running it intentionally, I'd say more like phoning it in, like not giving a shit, like, who cares if I die here? Like, you know, it just, and now here's the problem, right? Even though Tyler1 is like something out of fucking J.K. Rowling, just some obnoxious little fucking goblin type fuck, red-faced little twat. And then for some reason people just go, because in the modern generation, remember, they are all, like you say, Monty, salacious B. Crumb fucking entities. They're like, oh, brilliant, yes, Tyler will be our god emperor, yes, I will support the galactic jihad behind Tyler, he is a fucking god, like, because for them, he's like a fucking genius, even though he's a moron. So even though his whole fucking brand came from toxicity, he then does this thing where, because obviously, if you imagine everyone saying he's shitting into whatever, obviously he's loving the idea a pro player did it, so he's going super hard, going like, this is disgraceful, look at him, it's so abusive, like, how dare he do this? And here's what's mad about this, Monty. I actually think this is a rare example where you got to put some nuance in here, because even though when you watch these clips, I actually agree with Tyler1, it is actually like a fucking joke that like Corejj does some of these moves. Like, it actually is, like I say, almost soft in it. Like, at that point, just don't play the game. Like, you are just like making it worse for your teammates. But here's where Tyler1 doesn't get to have all of his cake and eat it. Bro, you picked Corejj of all people. Like, if you just picked a normal LCS pro and showed me their inting, I'm with you. Fuck them. Why are they doing that? Or, you know, maybe they were having a bad day. Maybe they should just say, sorry, guys, I was having a bad day. I should have played better. But the reason it's fucked up you picked Corejj is because then everyone was agreeing and like turning on him. It's like, bro, there is no one, and this fucking guy is Korean, remember, not American. There is nobody has done more for North American League of Legends in the last half a decade since he has been there than Corejj. As in, not only was he the opposite of this, he was the model professional for all those years. He even won championships, and by the way, got motherfucking Team Liquid into the final of an MSI over Prime, Rookie, and the Shy. Like, yeah. I understand, I'll let Doublelift have that on his resume, but fucking Corejj did that, by the way. That was Corejj's doing that, won that game. So he did amazing stuff. And then think about what else he was doing. He's the one that started those fucking in-houses. He's the one that encouraged people to play properly in the in-houses. He's
like
the one that for years put in all these fucking hours and did extra solo queue and even used to say himself, yes, I think you should play properly in solo queue and not be rude or whatever. Like, look, he might have gone in the wrong way now, in which case, yeah, let's reproach him and encourage him to come back to the light. But, like, you can't just toss him in the bin completely, guys. Like I say, this guy put in a mad amount of dedication to a region that isn't actually his. Like, he's one of those Koreans I even think like Impact, where the cool thing is they actually embrace the idea this is their, like, adopted region at this point in time, and they actually like appreciate it. They don't just go, ha, lol, I'm taking the money all back to my country, like some of the TSM players I feel like did the last couple of years, you know. So even though, like, on the one hand, I will say it was fucked up, I do think he was into these games. At the same time, I give him his flowers. This guy was the model professional for a long time.
I mean, I don't even think he's also a world champion too. I mean, you know, even beyond all of his successes in North America.
After being a world champion, dude, he kept just going after being a world champion. He kept that dedicated to the game. Bad props. Just don't be a dickhead now, obviously.
Yeah. So I think, like, you know, he's a legendary player. He's certainly the best support in the history of the LCS. That's not even a hot take. I don't think nobody even comes close to his level of performance. And
the other players tell you as well, mate. They just tell you like he was the best. He was just like the fucking GOAT, basically, the LCS players. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he is definitely the best support player in the history of the LCS. And there's probably a world where you can make an argument that he is the best player. Like, the question is, do you give that over to Bjergsen and all of his titles? But Core is at least in the conversation. And now that Bjergsen's retired,
did like shot calling and shit. If you want to make it like how influential you were, he's one of the most important players ever, for sure.
And if his performance were better now, and he was continuing to win titles, then he would actually, I think, have a chance to surpass Bjergsen eventually as potentially like the greatest player in LCS history. But yeah, I mean, look, he hasn't looked good in a while now. Let's say that.
What do you think? We've never actually talked about this, Monty. What do you think about the Tyler1 phenomenon? What do you think about it?
I mean, I understand why he's popular. He's a very strange person, and his strangeness is compelling to people because he's like a cartoon character more than a human being.
That's a good angle, actually. He's more like a character of Ed and Eddie or something.
Exactly. He's like a 90s Nickelodeon character. So I understand. I think he is.
Actually, yes.
I think he is entertaining. And I personally just don't give a shit like how quote toxic he is in solo queue or anything like that, because I think he mostly just keeps it to himself in his stream, and like I think he should be able to yell whatever the fuck he wants on his stream.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Because who cares? Those other people aren't hearing that unless they go and seek out his content. So whatever. I mean, I think it's weird that he's like the biggest League gameplay streamer. I think that's kind of strange. Why him?
Well, the obvious joke there would be a bit of Napoleon syndrome. Obviously, he was so sick his whole life of being picked on for being small. He's like, yeah, I'll get you guys back. I'll become the biggest League of Legends streamer in the world, man. Also, the other reason why it's genius is because here's the thing, Monty. I'm 6 feet tall. If I get really, really, really muscular, I'll have to be huge for my arms to look massive. He's so small. If he just like works out with a fucking like a cocktail stick, then he's like, fucking hell, I'm jacked. I'm like Arnie and fucking Tall Recon. Whatever. That's a free one for all you on there. I don't even give a shit. Don't even worry about it. I know. Also, I did realize as I was saying that, wait a minute, shit. So he's someone who just in a slightly toxic way on stream entertains people by flaming things that he's seen. Shit, that's what I do. Fuck. He's control my territory. I'm doing it better though. I'm criticizing him in a shitty way. So it's like a hall of mirrors of toxicity.
And he's able to keep himself jacked at the same time. So I mean, he's clearly got discipline.
He's got me on that one. Okay, he has nailed me on that one. I'm only doing one of the two. Okay, fair play. You win that one, Tyler1. You win that.
But I think his dedication. I mean, he streams crazy hours and obviously keeps up with his health as well, which is impressive.
Here's the joke.
I mean, he can't possibly do anything besides work out and play League, which is that's a way to live your life, I guess.
Here's the joke. What we're going to do is me and Tyler1 are going to save North American League of Legends. Because what we're going to do is we all know, Monty, that all the viewers in the North American League of Legends are just little babies, aren't they? So I, a mighty warrior, Thorin, I'm going to join forces with Tyler1, a short little bloke who will look after the bit. It's Willow. Basically, it's esports Willow. There you go. That's what this movie actually.
You're Val Kilmer in this movie?
Yeah, of course. I'm Val Kilmer, yeah. He's fucking whoever that guy was, that little bloke from England, whatever his name is.
Warwick Davis.
Yes, Warwick Davis. Yes, that's right. Yes, that's it. That's Tyler1. That analogy.
I would watch this movie.
Be the shit. By the way, unironically, I'd like the days in the future. By the way, if we ever actually get budget, we'll do like a short like that. Like if Tyler1 participates, obviously, but like we would do funny shit like that. I'd love to do fake movie trailers or something. It'd be the shit, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you love to do that?
That would be great. Who's the baby in this analogy?
Well, that was the point. It's the fans because they just act like little babies,
the fans,
don't they?
Yeah.
So our toxicity, we're guiding them through the universe, the landscape of League of Legends. You know? I guess Riot's just a wicked old witch or something. Who that fucking woman was, that evil bitch.
Doa and I actually watched. He made me watch Willow again on Nerd Legion.
It didn't hold up, did it? I bet it didn't hold up if I had to guess, Monty. Come on.
So on Nerd Legion, our show on Last Free Nation Culture, we watched Willow, which you guys should go check out. We do shows over there.
What was your takeaway? Come on. What was your takeaway?
Val Kilmer is fucking great in it, just like he's great in all terrible movies. I think the effects were like pretty astonishing for the time, but you have to remember that the apex of this film is like an actual grandma fist fight. So that brings
I remember this. It's garbage, isn't it?
Like it's actually two old women in hand-to-hand combat. And it's like, I don't know why George Lucas thought that this was how the climax of the film should go. But I think it's charmingly 1980s. That's what I will say. It's charming. It's cheesy, but yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
See more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, be a pleb and don't.